Welcome back from that break. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Abuja, showing on NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station. One of the feature of human being is movement. We move on the daily basis in search of our daily bread. And to talk about the Abuja Painted Taxi is going to be our focus this moment. We're going to look at their activities. What is the difference between the Abuja Painted Taxi and others? And in case you want to get your own car painted, how would you go about it? So with me in the studio this morning, I have the president of the Abuja Painted Taxi in the FCT. He is Comrade Shehu Shugaba. You're welcome on the program, sir.
Good morning, Abuja.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to have
Yes.
you. I mean, it's good to have you
Yes.
in this program this morning,
Yes,
sir.
thank you.
Can you tell us a little about your activity and then the benefit of the Painted Taxi over others?
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, Abuja. Everybody know Painted Abuja Taxi. We've been on ground for years, and these taxi are the recognized taxi by government.
Okay.
Taxi people don't differentiate between the painted taxi and unpainted taxi. They normally generalize it and said it is all taxi.
Like all
If there is
taxis
a
are
crime,
taxis.
if there is a crime committed, the public will generalize it and say I boarded a taxi. But what we want people to know is the differences between the painted ones and unpainted ones. The painted taxis are the recognized taxi by the government, where unpainted taxi they are on their own. Their operations are not known to law at all. They are just on their way. So what we are trying to tell the public is to always board painted taxi. On our own side, you see, government came in with a policy. They call it license operator scheme. This license operator scheme, government has granted license to 6 operators. And these are the only 6 operators that are allowed to operate in FCT. It's just like, for instance,
Can you mention the 6 operators?
yes, we have the NRTW, Mass Transit Nigeria Limited. We have SEGDA Nigeria Limited. We also have PAT. The acronym of PAT is Painted Abuja Taxi, which is our own.
Okay.
So if you go around, you see, and they have been identified with colors.
Okay.
Government have identified those operators with color. Like our own side, we have the orange on top. If you move inside town, you see painted taxi, orange on color, and also our logo by the side of the vehicle. So
like,
these taxis are the recognized taxi.
Like I said, now the benefits, if I took a painted taxi now, what is the benefit?
The benefit is that when you took, if you bought a painted taxi and you have a problem with that taxi, you copy the side number of that vehicle, you come to our office and report.
Okay.
If you forgot your property in the car, if you come to our office, we'll be able to identify them. Because those taxis you see, we have their biometric. We have taken all their biometric data and we have submitted them to the FCDA. Even if you did not come to our office, if you go to FCDA and say, look, I bought a taxi number, they will log into their system and they will get the driver. They get the driver for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it means that boarding the painted taxi is safer?
It's safer. That is why I say it's safer. Boarding painted taxi is safer. And that is the problem we're having with estate people. Estate people don't want to recognize our operations, not knowing that our own operation is illegal. They prefer to board unpainted one. Because if somebody is coming out from the market, for instance, and what is looking for is unpainted taxi. Because they will say my estate don't allow me to interpret taxi. Don't you know that unpainted taxi you are boarding, it has a problem because you don't know him. You don't know where he comes from. But for the painted ones, you know where he comes from, you know the operator you belong to, and even if you want to know him, if you go to the government office, that is the office of the transport secretariat, they will also tell you that yes, I know so person because the system is there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and like you have heard from him, please, if you have an issue after boarding after boarding a painted taxi, remember you can always come to their office to make a report, and then they will listen to you.
The first thing that will come to your mind when you are boarding painted taxi is the side number by the side of the vehicle.
Okay.
That is the code. That is the security code. By the time you come to our office and said, oh, I boarded taxi number 0005, we'll just log into the system and We see the detail of the driver. In fact, even if the driver is not there, for instance, if the driver has absconded, the owner of the vehicle will have his biometric in our office.
I like what he said. So please, if you're boarding a Painted Taxi, look out for that number by the side. You know, I love that. Quickly to add to what you have said, what are some of the innovations that you have incorporated as Painted Taxi in the FCT?
Well, thank you very much. We have upgraded our system because people are complaining one chance among the taxi business, but thank God when we came on board, the issue of one chance have drastically reduced. If you hear the issue of one chance, even if you go to the police station, they will tell you it's the unpainted ones. But no any painted taxi that have done is biometric data capturing will involve himself in that kind of crime. So, but what we did was to upgrade the system where people can use their phone to book our taxi, just the way you do other taxi business. You can download our app, Google Play Store, Part Ride. When you download, you just book a taxi. The taxi will come and meet you in your house. Once if you have a problem with that taxi, you know the company that you booked taxi, you will come and report to us. Then we solve your problems. These are the innovations that we have.
Wow.
Yes.
I think that's it is good to know that one can book the Painted Taxi.
Yes, you can book a painted taxi. Yes.
No, you don't have to like stand on the road, wait in the sun, wait in the rain
Yes.
for the taxi to pass. And
Yes.
then
Just remain in your parlor and book your taxi, painted taxi, to come to your house and pick you.
Wow, I think
Yes.
I like this. It's
Yes.
a very good one.
And one thing we have to also, you see, some people, it's not even the Reketis one, because we are trying to replace the old vehicles. People always believe that painted taxi, most of their vehicles are no good, are bad. Yes, every taxi that you book, that is what minister is telling us. The minister said we have to upgrade our system.
Yes,
We have to make sure, we have to bring in new vehicles. And that is what we are doing. We are bringing in new vehicles and we're also upgrading the system. So if you are booking a taxi, expect that when that taxi is coming, it is air conditioned. The vehicle is good. The tire is good. We normally have, monthly training for all these drivers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You talked on something when you were talking about your innovation. You mentioned the issue of security. The issue of one chance and all that. Is there any collaboration between your company, as in the Painted Taxi Association, and the law enforcement agency?
Yes, very well. We've been having,
Yes,
we normally have meetings with all the law enforcement agents. We have a very good relationship with the road safety, the police, and also the VIO. We have a very good relationship. As I said, our activities are being monitored by government. It's not just like that. Our activities are monitored by government, and all the times I told you, the first Saturday of every month, we normally used to meet with government. They come to our place, they sensitize us, they train us, how to use the road.
I have been speaking with the president of Abuja Painted Taxi, Comrade Shehu Shugaba. Good morning, Abuja continues. Don't go anywhere.